get started, I got to apologize for the quality of my voice. I spent first part of the weekend hanging around in tight, confined spaces. Controversial Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy.
You're a pussy.
So, how am I a pussy?
Did you get... What happened to you this weekend?
What do you mean what happened to me? Nothing.
Nothing?
I went to.
They evac you home from Newark Airport, Teterboro Airport.
Yeah.
I was sick, buddy.
I mean, you are a piece of glass.
I'm not a piece of glass. I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. How do you fucking...
You're a pussy. It's fine.
I'm not a pussy.
Bubble boy.
We were in Michigan, and I made it all the way until the plane was descending in Teterboro, and I just got...
Just hit you?
It just hit me. I was dizzy as fuck. I had a headache, and I went home, and I took some NyQuil, passed out.
Headache or a migraine?
It wasn't a migraine. It was just a headache.
All right, good to know. I mean, you know what? While you're apologizing for shit already, just apologize to me.
I have to apologize.
Hold on.
Wow.
Time out. I would.
To be quick, the Lions are bad. NTB is retired from the Detroit Lions.
Thank
it is.
you.
It's fair. It's fair.
That's what I was talking
it's
about.
Fair. It's fair.
That was one of the points, but I don't know if that was a show opening point.
Oh, it is. It is.
How's that a show opening point?
Because we dragged them for like 20 minutes.
It's been going for 4 weeks talking about this.
Well, we also had a long knockdown, drag-out argument about you guys trying to bet the fucking Colts to win the AFC South.
That wasn't me.
That doesn't look that bad with Derrick Henry out.
It still looks really bad. There's still like 4 games out.
Carson Wentz is one of the
Carson Wentz is terrible. All right, we got to get to a lot of shit. A lot of shit, okay?
I love value, buddy. What do you want me to say?
First of all, as we do every first of the month, we must congratulate the best gambler on the show.
Oh, Jesus.
We must stop and pause and pay homage to the guy that dominated the previous month. Dominated to the point where Big Ev didn't even fucking show up today. I don't know where he is. But congratulations to Brandon fucking Walker, the October champion, 14 units, 96 and 81. Yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You did well, Brandon.
Also, I would really like it if you just sent me that picture because that's probably my favorite picture I've ever seen.
Is it like the Stone? That's kind of like the Stone Cold thing he used to wear out to the ring.
No, that is the Stone Cold thing that he used to wear.
Okay,
that's not like it. That's it.
Okay.
Marty, you act like you don't want to say.
Oh, it's good for you.
He did all right.
I had a pretty bad downfall.
You and Big Ev were just throwing bombs yesterday.
Well, yeah. I mean, did you see Smitty?
Smitty hit a plus 800 first touchdown and still lost.
I thought he was going to win, and I was like, that's a way Smitty will win.
I didn't see Smitty doing that until like 9 o'clock when I was trying to gather. If I had known he was doing it earlier in the day, I would have freaked out, but I didn't. I was only watching Big Ev. And Big Ev was like, remember last Monday we came in, I was like, Big Ev, why'd you only have 5 plays on Saturday? Big Ev had 200 plays this weekend.
Yeah, it's not smart.
Yeah, no, it's not smart.
It's not smart.
I just let you guys eat each other. But yeah, congratulations to me. I knew I'd win during college football season, even though we got here and I've been shitty in college football.
Yeah, you haven't been good. You knew you weren't going to be good this year.
But you know what? You know what? Okay, college football came this way. NFL came this way.
Yeah,
it's like the evening out.
I've been better in NFL this year.
Straight up.
I'm positive units in NFL.
That's good.
Yeah, that's. Speaking of, and I know we never do this, but when one guy takes a 31-day period, and loses 41 units.
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
That's troubling.
That's bad.
Tough.
Anything to say?
Worst month. I mean, you are what your record says you are.
You're supposed to be a football guy, too.
I know. I am supposed to be a football guy. We're making adjustments. We're going way more selective this month, kind of like Marty did a couple months ago. And we're gonna do better. I mean, that's all you can do. Like, I'm not gonna come on here and make a bunch of excises. I got the shit kicked out of me all month.
Marty says he's gonna be more selective, and then you look at the numbers. He's never more selective. He just bets.
I for real am. I got too high volume, and then I got down 15 or 20 units, and I tried to chase it, and I got just completely rocked Tober.
All right, let me don't ever say that again.
Well, it's over anyway. It's a new day.
Rico, how you doing?
Not great, to be honest with you. I'm fucking doing a lot of prep.
You know what November means?
College basketball.
Can't wait.
Overlap.
Give me a surprise team. Give me a surprise team right now.
Ooh. Well, I told you the surprise team that I want an opposite surprise.
Okay, a bad surprise.
UCLA is not going to be that good.
Okay. Wow.
That's
something.
They were at 11 last year. There's a little bit of like
they were
Johnny
11,
come
but
lately
they found
with
it. They found it.
When I say not that good, like they're still going to be good.
They're not top five. They're not top five.
They're going to drop.
The SEC,
I think it's a good team to bet against early.
Marty's surprise team. I think you're going. Right? You going Auburn?
Auburn, yeah. I think
Okay.
Auburn's going to be disgusting.
I think Notre Dame's going to be a little bit better than people think.
I think we're going to be pretty good.
The Bonnies is supposed to be really
yeah.
good.
Oh,
The
I
SEC is.
said you're
so
gonna
we
be
covered it
good.
last week.
SEC's loaded.
But Mississippi State is anywhere from 3rd to 9th.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But you can still make the tournament at 9th probably in this year's SEC.
Yeah, you
perhaps.
can.
If Rocket Watts goes by Mark, you'll be better.
No, Rocket Watts is way better.
You can't be. Yeah, it's way better, but you have to be good. He sucked last year, but I
Yeah.
do think I think he's gonna be good at Mississippi State because it's not.
I don't
gonna
even
be-
know if he's going to start because we got a second transfer from NC State.
And I think a lot of people don't always they're not looking at Mississippi State like they are Michigan.
We got a
State,
shit
so.
ton
I think
of
Oregon's
transfers.
going to be pretty good.
So do you think I'm gonna get kicked out of Media Row? We got.
Are you going to wear
credentials
Duke shit?
To Duke.
You can
Kentucky.
wear Duke shit, but are you going to cheer?
They're big on that.
If you cheer, you'll get kicked out.
I'm gonna. If I don't cheer, I'm not a Duke fan. That's just a fact.
I don't know why you would want media credentials. I think you should just pay for the tickets.
I know, but come on, we got Jake. Jake wants it so
well, let
bad.
Jake be in the.
Yeah,
in the-
you pay for that. I got a guy. You want me to try and get you a ticket? Just go be
Is
general.
this Duke, Kentucky?
Wait a minute. Wait, you got Ticketmaster?
No. I got a.
What do you mean you got a guy? Anybody? I could go buy. I could have a ticket bought by the end of this sentence.
Yeah, foot fees and you wait in line for your groceries. I get that shit delivered.
Everybody gets it delivered these days, Rico. That's not special anymore.
It's a metaphor.
Okay, so before we get into because we're not going to talk college basketball. I just want a little
quick,
piece. Little piece.
quick.
And that was it. Okay. We're going to talk NFL. We're going to talk college football. We'll talk about all that. Before we get there,
Also, it's Maction Week.
it is
Happy
starting tomorrow
Maction
night.
Week.
I believe until Thanksgiving or until the end of this month, there's a football game on every single night.
Yeah, there's that weird run where it's like 35 days in a row or something.
There's a
25
football
days in a
game
row,
on
something
every
sick.
single night. We got Maction 2 games tomorrow night, 1 game Wednesday night, potentially Game 7 of the World Series also Wednesday night. Let's just talk about that off the top. Then we'll get to what I want to talk about with you. Are they going to blow it?
So I mean, yesterday Grand Slam early. I'm like, damn, it's over.
Vibing, living.
Gone.
And then to come back, that's tough. The Astros are one of those teams you can't let hang around.
And
And
they got 9 lives.
But again, I've been shutting off the Braves for so many times, so I don't know.
The Braves also lost that game because they refused to gut their pitching. So they still have their pitching intact. The Astros kind of do not.
Well, the Braves don't with what's his name breaking his leg.
Well, that hurt a lot. But they still they still come back with Ian, and they still come back with if you can get something out of Fried. They still got them, whereas the Astros are scrambling for a Game 6 starter.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think this is the game they need to.
Well, of course,
I don't think Game 7 they're going.
You don't want to fuck with that.
I don't think Game 7 in Astros is good for them.
The anxiety with Braves fans I'm sure is already.
Yeah, the 3-1, the 28-3. It's just.
Although
Man, I forgot to connect
Yeah,
those
it's not
dots.
good,
I'm sitting
yeah.
here like, oh yeah, blowing a 3-1 lead would be pretty bad. And I keep just, how long does that 28-3 like hang over?
Forever.
Forever, right?
Especially if they lose 3-1, it's
Until you win something, or you as a city win something.
All right, so how much percentage of that fixes Georgia winning the national championship?
So
25?
I think Georgia's the number 2 team in Atlanta. The Georgia Bulldogs are the number 2
Yeah.
team in Atlanta
Really?
behind the
Oh,
Braves.
okay.
I think
Yeah,
it goes
I think it's fair.
Braves, Georgia, then Falcons, then Hawks maybe.
Yeah.
Or the
But
Hawks
it's
and
like
Falcons might be switched.
It's such a huge jump. Braves and Georgia are way up top, and then it's like a huge free fall to the Falcons.
And the Braves aren't even really just Georgia. Like the Braves are the entire South.
Yeah.
But yeah, Georgia would help them a lot. But you know what? If like the Braves blow a 3-1 lead when you get to the playoff and you're a Georgia fan, you're freaking out.
Freaking out.
You're absolutely freaking.
and they blew it 3-1 last year.
Because I mean, it's not like the Georgia Bulldogs haven't blown it a couple times before already. They had a double-digit lead in the SEC championship game, and I don't know if they had a double-digit lead in the national title.
They did.
game.
They were beating them 13-0 at half when they benched Hurts to put 2 in.
Oh yeah, so
'cause
they
remember
blew
that?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not going to win it all.
Georgia. That question's coming up later. They absolutely are.
No.
There's not even a strong 2.
I know.
There's not even.
I mean, they didn't look. It's like that's not a
Still
great.
there.
They're still there, but
Oh, I think they're still there.
No, that's a big win, even if they
I
didn't cover.
And listen, I know I got a lot of shit, and it is what it is. I don't think there's any way they put Oregon in over Ohio State.
I also
Sorry.
I don't think they're gonna have to.
I don't
think they're
agree.
gonna have to.
I also think Oregon will
I
lose.
didn't
But
agree with your tweet.
What was it?
The 5 teams that are.
I think that's what the committee's going to do this time. I think the committee is going to put those 5 in because I think they're going to keep Alabama out right now. Alabama
doesn't deserve to be in the top 4.
No, because Alabama doesn't even have a great win right now.
They don't. They just don't.
They don't.
I know, but
Cincy has a better win than Alabama. That's fact.
Right.
That's actual fact. But
from Notre Dame,
I think
no,
I still think Alabama.
The road win at Notre Dame is better than a home win against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is 15th.
Okay, it's close.
Notre Dame's 8th.
It's close, interchangeable.
I think winning on the road does
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, where was I? So Ohio State and Alabama. It doesn't really matter where they're ranked right now.
No,
because they
doesn't.
can.
They have
those are 2 teams that can earn their way in.
Yeah.
Alabama beating Georgia just puts them in. So it doesn't matter if they're 5th, 6th, 7th. It doesn't matter where they are right now. And it doesn't matter where Ohio State is either. It kind of does matter where Oregon is. The committee needs to show that Oregon's ahead of Ohio State at first. Ohio State can jump them later,
right,
but show that you put in the effort of valuing that win by Oregon. I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow night. Good college football discussion, though, Marty.
No, it is. I don't know. I just think that Cincy.
I went Saturday to Cincy Tulane, and
so hold on. Wait. So I'm in Michigan, right? We're working. We're doing the college football show, and we leave, and I look on Twitter, and you're just standing on the sideline at Cincy Tulane.
Yeah.
You hosted this show on Friday.
Yeah.
You're at this show today.
Yeah. See, that's got to count for something. I
Oh,
hope. No, but I mean, I'm here, man.
But I knew you were going to the Saints game. I don't know if I ever put 2 and 2 together that you were just going to Cincy and Tulane, just going to be standing there in a Tulane shirt.
Yeah, they shout out to my guy in the Tulane athletic department.
He's got
to hang
a
out.
guy.
Yeah, Ole Miss
good
down
that
there,
guy.
Bank Shepherd. But had
Tulane
a really
hung around for a little while.
No, it was fun. Yeah, they were down 14-12 at half. If they'd had Pratt, they had a shot. It was an 11 a.m. game. Cincinnati kind of sleptwalked through. But you never really felt like they were going to lose.
That's 2
Tulane
weeks.
Tulane had a third-string quarterback out there. But the style. What do y'all think of the style points thing, though? Cincinnati, like they win. They're not afraid to win ugly sometimes.
Well,
And wins are wins,
they need to know they need style points.
Exactly.
They won ugly against Navy. That's why I
Yeah.
laid them against Navy. They looked like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was a game style type thing. You could fall victim to Navy holding out the clock and playing
Right.
ugly with that. So I choked it up. I thought they'd kill Tulane. I mean, now you got to start ending it up like.
Well,
maybe Cincy,
But
you
they
know,
weren't.
if
They
they're
were
not
never
blowing
really
these
in
teams
danger,
out.
though.
I think there's 2 different games though. Like Navy, what was that? 7-point game.
Yes.
But Tulane, they beat them by 19, right? They beat them by 3 touchdowns.
And it never felt like Tulane could actually win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I think on the surface, is Alabama a better team than Cincinnati?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
think
Yeah.
close.
But that's
I
not
think
really
it's-
what
Yeah,
you're.
see, I
it's
get-
not
I-
really what you're ranking tomorrow night.
Right, I get that, and people keep being like, well, who would be the favorite? Well, then why don't we just let odds makers make the
Well,
fucking
I mean, here's the
playoff?
thing.
You know, some
I
of it
think it's
has to
crazy
be
that
resume.
You don't think they want Alabama there.
But
I
they don't have to put them there to get them
I know
in.
that, but I understand. I agree with that. Like they could be because they beat Georgia, they're in whatever. But I think that no matter what, they're not moving them to 6.
I think they'll move them to 6 because it doesn't matter where they are. They're gonna get Alabama. They want Alabama probably. They're gonna get them if Alabama earns their way to it. Right now, it doesn't matter where they put them. They can put them anywhere.
So do you think that they're gonna put Cincy there just so it's like, hey, they could be?
I think they're gonna.
We're not gonna give all the power teams, the SEC, the top 4. Like, well, Cincinnati could do it.
I think that shows an honest effort to honestly rank Cincinnati. And what happens is you're ranking the teams that have achieved the most so far this year. By the end, you're going to be ranking the best teams because the achievements will match the best teams. Ohio State still plays 2 more and probably 3 more top 15 teams. Alabama still gets to play Georgia. So when you're judging Ohio State against Cincy in 3 weeks, Ohio State will have an overwhelmingly better resume. Alabama will have an overwhelmingly better resume.
At Auburn's going to be a big one now, too.
But if the committee can say, we had them 4, and then they just didn't, their resume didn't hold up, that makes an honest effort, or it looks like an honest effort to give them a shot.
So what do we think is rock solid? Georgia's
rock solid.
regardless.
Michigan State's in there right now.
Well, I meant more so just fill the slots. So
Oh, you mean towards the end of the
right?
season?
You're saying 4
because
right now?
I have a hypothetical that I want to get to.
I
but
think there's
it
only
might
one.
not-
I think
yeah,
there's only one rock solid team
Georgia.
because
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Oklahoma doesn't have any losses, but they could lose at Oklahoma State.
They could also lose
could
to
lose at
Baylor.
Baylor.
At Baylor, yeah,
I've been saying that for a month.
they could lose to Baylor.
but right now they're like it's theirs in. It's them too.
Right.
If Oklahoma wins out, they're done. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I meant so more so.
Ohio State.
All right, so it's Georgia,
Right.
Big Ten champion.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Cincy who's third? Right now, like, what do you put? You putting Cincy?
Yeah, but okay, you keep confusing me. Right
Yeah, is it
now,
now
or later?
The playoffs.
Well, I guess the question I'm trying to ask is like, who do they put back? So I'll just give me yes or no's because I trust your opinion on it. Undefeated Wake Forest.
No.
Okay.
I think this is if Wake Forest wins on the road at Chapel Hill this week, then you start taking Wake Forest seriously.
All right.
I don't think until then you take Wake Forest seriously as far as the top 4 goes.
All right.
Is that fair? I don't know, but
One loss Oregon versus Bama.
I think right now one loss Oregon for sure because they got the best win in the country. They
But-
won at Ohio State.
Okay.
Again, it doesn't matter about Alabama. They win that game, they're in. Georgia.
Yeah, Alabama has a play-in situation.
Like they're
Yeah, I guess
Well,
that's the
now
part.
wait.
That's the part I'm
Unless they lose
discounting.
two.
It just bothers me that
Let's say lose to
I got
Auburn,
you.
and they could lose to Auburn. I think
Yeah, I
Alabama
don't-
could lose to Auburn.
They definitely could.
I just don't think they will, but if they don't, that's their playing game.
right.
Okay, so we're gonna circle back to college football because that Michigan State-Michigan game was something.
Unbelievable.
You want to read an ad? You look
Sure.
like you're just itching to read an ad.
Sure. The NASCAR Cup Series Championship race is finally here at none other than Phoenix Raceway. The final 4 drivers will be putting it all on the line to secure their place in history as champion. Kyle Larson has been on an absolute tear this year with 9 wins to date, so he's easily considered the odds-on favorite in this race. And the Barstool Sportsbook is offering exclusive bets for you to get on all the action and win big. A lot to bet on with NASCAR. Stay tuned for our picks and be sure to tune in to the NASCAR Cup Championship race at Phoenix Raceway this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC. That's the NASCAR Cup Championship race at Phoenix Raceway Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
All right, NFL football. We'll talk more about the World Series in a minute because there's a couple questions I want to ask. But NFL football,
Wait, real quick. Did you
Yes.
place Kenneth Walker Heisman pregame like Katie did?
I did not. I should have.
Hell of eyeballs on that one.
I think Kenneth Walker was fantastic. I think Travion Henderson is still time to get him before he plays these really big games coming down the stretch. But anyway, yeah, Kenneth Walker, if the Heisman's given away today, runs away with it.
Without a doubt, yeah.
He was fantastic. How was L.A. with Jersey Jerry?
It was great. It was good, perfect for the video.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I wanted it to go. I mean, he got in the ring with Bryce Hall, so that's pretty good.
I thought y'all were going out there to go to like a TikTok party or something.
No, we were could have went to a TikTok party if we wanted.
I
It
thought that was
more-
actually the trip. I thought you guys were
Oh,
going to a
no.
TikTok party.
No, it was more just we're doing a video of seeing if he's going to be blue collar or not in LA, and then going to West Virginia to see if he is. And we had like a Lamborghini. We got all the TikTokers. We boxed with a bunch of them. He went on a legit 2-minute 1 round with Bryce Hall, and that's
How do you look?
pretty good.
Okay.
He looked pretty good. Bryce's eyes were tearing.
Really? Was he popping him?
Yeah, like they did the whole thing like they're
He
gonna
was
go.
actually popping Bryce Hall?
Yeah, like so they went in like hey, we're gonna go 60%, and one of them got hit once and it went full out.
Yeah, I don't think either of those guys knows how to do the proper math to get to 60%.
No, they have no idea, but
Right.
it was good. I mean, it's like Bryce knows what he's doing. I know he lost and everything, but like he knows what he's doing, and also the fact that I'm even saying Jersey Jerry and Bryce Hall are boxing is just funny.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
best part. Like Bryce was like talking about like him and the girl Corinna Kampf, and like I don't know if you guys do you know who that is.
She's a very attractive
Yeah,
lady.
and like Jerry's like training in the background. It's just not the world that he's in, and that's why the video's gonna work out well.
TJ, can I get the video of Mintz from post game at the Superdome, please?
What did that guy say? I was trying
Hold
to get the
on,
audio.
hold on. I want to watch the video and then I want to ask these questions. As soon as you have it up, just let me know. Otherwise, today the NFL news isn't really about what happened. Well, I guess it is about what happened yesterday. It's not about the games. It's about the fact that 2 contenders, the Saints, now without their quarterback for the rest of the season, and the Titans are going to be without an MVP candidate running back. I think if I'm taking a future on either of these teams, I think the Saints are going to be worse off than the Titans are losing the quarterback. Trevor Simeon's not an adequate replacement.
No, but Derrick Henry, I mean, everything goes through him. And Sean Payton, you look at the last few years, I mean, they won with Teddy. They won with Taysom Hill. They were winning with Jameis. They were winning with Drew Brees when he didn't really have an arm. I mean, I'm not saying the Saints can, I don't know how far they can go, but I think you can still keep winning and make the playoffs at 5-2 and still get to 9-8.
Where this is gonna be a stupid question because I don't know the Saints roster in and out. Where is Taysom Hill?
That was a great.
He
that's a
has
great
a
question.
really bad concussion right now.
He's been in protocol.
He's
for
had
like
he
3
got
weeks.
he had a really bad
I
concussion.
just knew. Yeah, I got it.
All right, run it up, TJ.
I was wondering why. What's
All right, here we
Final
go.
score, New Orleans 36, Tampa 27. Tom Brady throws a pick six. New Orleans is back rocking for the first time since COVID. What an unbelievable. Kiss my ass, you son of a bitch. You come to New Orleans, you take it, and you like it. New Orleans 36, Tampa 27. The NFC South still runs through New Orleans. Sean Payton's a golden god. What a Sunday in New Orleans, the Big Easy. Woo!
It's just. Oh, that was the worst woo I've ever seen. I don't know if I ever.
It was rough.
I never. It's so fun to watch a guy have a seizure on camera.
Well,
but
that happens a lot.
You're gonna throw your arm out too.
So yeah, you are. You're gonna need rotator cuff surgery just from doing those videos. So what do you say?
So it was a guy behind me and his wife. He's like, "Oh, this doesn't count. We'll see you in the playoffs." Blah blah blah. And I didn't take it very well.
Were you talking shit all day or just?
He was chirping behind me, like 2 rows behind me during the game, like a little bit, not like out of hand. But on that video, I got distracted. He was really not happy, and so I had to.
Was he a big boy?
He was an older guy. He was there with his wife, probably in his 50s.
Is that a random person filming you, or is that like you're on your
my
friends?
no, it was one of my. I was with my buddy Jared Parfait. Had season tickets. And we
Oh,
had to
Jared
step-
Parfait.
Jared Parfait, yeah.
No, well, no, but anyway, he had season tickets, and he was filming. But it
Love
was
it.
yeah. I did the gumbo video from the tailgate with him before too.
With Jared Barfay?
yeah,
too?
Parfait.
I know him.
Parfait or Barfay?
Parfait.
Parfait.
He was
Oh,
my
wow,
look.
that's a wild
back,
name.
No,
That's a-
yeah, he's like when I started doing sports radio in Bossier first day. He was like my P1. He's been listening the whole time.
What-
My boy.
was that the guy?
I'm sorry, I just saw Frank. You see his tweet? He goes, "Oh man, the Devils are winning right. I thought the game started at 7. He went to the game at 7 when the game started at 6.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
How do you not know what time the game starts?
I do want to say New Orleans. It was insane this weekend, and it's been awful with COVID night and all that. And the Superdome rocked for the first time in 2 years, and I still can't believe Brady threw that pick six. When the Saints got settled for the field goal with 2 minutes left to go up by 2, I was like, we have like a 20% shot to win this game when they got that field goal, and that pick six. It was magical.
Bucks
it was
were
great to be there,
minus 148 with 2 minutes on that drive.
as they should have been. I mean, they almost should have been more.
So tonight we have the Giants and the Chiefs. And I know my brain gets poisoned by being around you morons. I know that. But I just don't see a world where the Giants don't cover 10.5 points. Like the Chiefs just don't cover very much. They're not a good covering team. They're not a very good team.
Well, yeah.
10.5 points.
This is a game where it's the Chiefs are actually like okay this year, or they're really, really bad.
Right.
Because the Giants, they're good. The Giants they're scrappy. No matter what.
They can score, too.
They can score. I think Tony's gonna go off tonight, but I think honestly, without Barkley, it's almost better for them because they always try and force him. Their line's not good enough
They'll
for
throw
him
the ball
to.
down the field.
They're
yeah.
gonna throw the ball down the field, but this is where the Chiefs are like they have to. This is a statement game for the Chiefs if they think they're like actually anything. If you think they're a contender or anything anymore.
Yeah, no, they have to get up off the mat, and they have to – because, listen, in the AFC, you can still get up and be fine because the AFC is not great.
Yep.
The best team, like the Bills are 5-2, the Ravens are 5-2, the Titans are 6-2 and now hurt.
Well, so that was the question I was going to ask. Off of the Derrick Henry injury, how much more pressure? Because I don't think the AFC is very deep at all. How much more pressure is there on now for the Bills? Bills have to get to a Super Bowl. Like
Oh, okay, if I look at the
Chiefs stink, Titans are hurt. Pats scrappy, Raiders scrappy,
Yeah.
Chargers overrated.
That's the most
Like,
overrated team I've ever seen.
Put the Bills aside in the AFC. I think the next 5 Super Bowl contenders are all in the
Ravens.
NFC. Are all in the NFC.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of pressure on the Bills, right? Already.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you say pressure, I say opportunity. Like this, if you're ever gonna do
fair.
something,
You could. A lot of people did pick the Bills to get there anyway. So it's like, how could you say it's a lot of? But this got to be the year, right?
Yeah, well-
After hitting that close last year, like they got to get there.
Well, the Bills, if they get that home field, and they should because the AFC East is weak, and they won again against Miami yesterday.
Well,
It's gonna be it's gonna be hard as balls to win up there in January if Buffalo has that home field. In the
the
playoffs.
AFC. The Jets are bad. The Dolphins are bad, but the Patriots are alive. The Patriots got life.
The Jets.
And the
Mike White,
Hey,
Star is born.
They got 2 good wins, Titans and the Bengals.
that is weird. Yeah.
I watched the game with my dad. He demanded I talked about it. He said 5 minutes. I'm going to give him 50 seconds. He's convinced that Mike White's going to play good now. He also thinks they're going to beat the Colts, and the Jets are still going to be invested in Zach Wilson when he's clearly not the guy. Like, he wants them to go all in on Mike White.
I mean, Mike White.
Western Kentucky.
No matter what, you
Hilltopper.
can't. He could be the best quarterback in the world. You can't. Your franchise quarterback can't be named Mike White.
Yeah.
Right. But the Jets, that's a Jets thing to do, is just keep investing in the wrong guy.
But
Like,
yesterday, like Cooper Rush wins on the road. Mike White wins. Trevor Siemian
Siemian
wins.
beats Tom Brady.
The Jets' 3 quarterbacks from last year won yesterday.
Really?
Sam
Donald won. Okay, yeah.
Trevor Siemian won, and Gino
And then Mike White.
and Mike White.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
the NFL still amazes me that there's that many. Like, they brought a guy in. The Jets brought a guy in when White got hurt quickly.
Yeah.
Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, it was one of
Was
the
that his
worst-
name?
Yeah.
13-year career? I've never heard of
Oh,
it.
he was the Bucks.
Bucks. Bucks, yeah.
When Josh,
Did he
he
start?
was Josh Freeman's backup. And he played a little bit.
He played some.
All right.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry.
But
either way.
shout out him. 13 years in the league. and
It's a dream.
That's the best job in the world.
It's a dream.
My point, though, is that there still are so many. And you look at probably half the teams in the league don't have a franchise quarterback. It's it's insane to me that, like, just most of the league or a portion of the league has bad quarterbacks.
Half, probably.
That's
half.
what I was. Yeah, I didn't want to overstep.
No, I
but
think it's
about half.
I think we can
Kirk
go-
Cousins not great. Like, they settle with Andy Dalton. Kept getting those contracts where it was like
Andy
the
Dalton's-
Bengals were like, you know what? All right, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Like, all right, we don't want to reinvest picks. We don't want to trade. We don't want to do like Andy Dalton's okay. Trying to think of who else. Carson Palmer had a career like that where it's like, all right, we'll roll with him. Tannehill, you know what I mean? Like, 2 different teams are like, all right, we'll settle for Tannehill. It's remarkable to me that these teams can't get good, like, elite quarterbacks.
Josh Johnson has been in the league since 2008.
That guy deserves a medal.
He made $2 million a year the first 4 years. Then he made $700,000. Then he got another contract, 2 years, $2.1 million.
This guy.
Then 2 years of $1.9 million.
Oh my God.
Then a couple years he came down. You know, he was a backup, maybe a third string for 730, 825, 745, 745, 885, 900. He's been with every team in the league, and now he is.
Wait.
Huh?
What'd you just say?
He's been not every team. I'm just,
hypothetically.
He's been with the. He was the Bucks, the Browns, the Niners, the Bengals, the Niners, the Bengals, the Jets, the Bills, the Giants, the Texans, the Giants, the Washington football team, the Raiders, now the Jets.
Wow.
Like,
Did he get a
good
ring
for
with the
him.
Giants?
No, because he was with the Giants when they were really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 15, 16.
That's even more remarkable. He's like, yeah, I got a ring.
I think
More
he's
remarkable,
only
he's
been on.
every bad team.
I think he's been on really bad teams. Although
That's usually the case.
he was on the Niners.
I know, but like,
He was on the Niners in 2013. They made the Super Bowl that year, right? Or 12-13. They were in the Super Bowl around then.
Yeah.
good for him, man. That's a career you want.
Yeah, just not having pressure, not having to do anything.
$700,000.
It's crazy.
For fucking third string.
Not getting knocked around.
Yeah.
It's a good life. You make $700,000 here. You work what, 10 minutes a week?
Stay tuned. The other crazy stat to me, it's a passing league.
Right.
You can't touch receivers. You can't touch quarterbacks.
Yes.
The league's moving faster and faster, and the Jets get blown out every week for the last 20 years, let's say, right?
Right.
Most times. One of the worst win percentages. This is the first time a guy threw for 400 yards since Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah.
Wow.
He read it. My dad read it to me. I was sitting there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That stat was like, no way. No way.
All that being said, the Bengals just played like shit. They lost to the Jets. But that's a bullshit call.
Oh, such a bad call.
That's a bullshit call.
That should be on the offensive guy.
You can't if you go in that low, there's nothing you can do. You the only way to avoid that happening when you go that low is to just not try to tackle him. Is to try to let
lay
him go.
down. But isn't that should be on the offensive guy? He put his head down
Right. I mean,
all the way
this guy,
down there.
this guy went almost parallel to the ground and was very in a crouched position tackling. He was in a form tackle to go at his waist or maybe his knees, and the guy just lowered to him, and that's 15 yards ball game. Now, the Bengals did it to themselves, but that call can't fucking happen.
in hindsight, the Bengals too were a screaming letdown spot.
Yeah, letdown spot.
And even more
to not
because
cover
we were
11, not lose the game.
We saw so much of it too, firsthand with Dave, like being like line in the sand. They're gonna beat the Ravens, kick the shit out of the Ravens last week. You got to go to MetLife, sleepy game against the fucking Jets. It was a screamer.
Young team,
letdown for
young
the
team
Bengals.
trying to sustain
100%.
success.
I mean, I still say Joe Burrow's a rookie because he hasn't played 16 games yet. I still say he's a rookie.
But it did look like, I mean, it looked like you could have a letdown spot, still win that game.
Granted,
Right,
you're right.
You could like they were just bad for a while, then they were gonna end up winning it, and they ended up losing.
Yeah, it's a
the
letdown game for gambling.
Yeah, no, it's right. Yeah,
That's what.
yeah.
Well, I meant
right?
Jets
It's
against the
perfect
spread.
spot.
Yeah, I didn't think the Jets would win. I
No,
thought Jets
and
against
you
the
know
spread.
what's fucking a bunch of horse shit is the fucking Rams. They should be suspended.
All right.
38-0.
There are 2 beats this weekend. One in college football, one in pro football. To me,
some wins.
I know what looks. Yeah. I know the one in college football looks more fantastic, and it looks more the way it happened. It was like, wow, that's a wow beat. To me, the worst beat was the one in the NFL. When you're up 38-0, and you've got 16.5 points, there's no reason for them to get 22.
Breaking news.
What is that? Blockbuster Broncos are finalizing a trade.
Oh, wow.
Sent 8-time Pro Bowl linebacker Von Miller to the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for 2 second-day 2022 draft pick. I don't know why. I mean,
Is that all Von Miller goes for? Second round, third round?
He's got a huge contract.
Second,
Okay.
wait, for 2 second days
Second day means second,
Yes, that's
second
like-
round, third round.
or like, yeah. Thank you.
thank you, Rico.
Thanks for letting me know that.
You looked confused. I'm not.
No. I was reading.
mansplaining.
I was
you looked
reading
confused.
it. I was just reading it. Oh, Miller saying goodbye to his friends in the Broncos. Good. That's also good to know too.
That's
But I mean, does that do it for you?
I mean, it makes the Rams.
The Rams are all in.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
another.
That makes sense. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
quick reminder. Where's the Super Bowl this year, boys?
it's in Los Angeles.
L.A.
It would be something. What would go?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Be
but
the first team to host a home game.
Wouldn't the
it
Bucs
just happened.
Did it
I'm a
last
fucking
year?
idiot.
It wasn't a full stadium. Maybe.
You know, it didn't happen for so long.
That's what I was about to say, isn't it
It
gra-
didn't happen for so long. I was like, fuck. All right, that's on me. Flag. Ding the points.
yeah, that's what I was
That
going
was
to
a
say.
COVID year, too.
It's crazy that it
COVID
went
year.
51 years without happening. Now
I was too busy winning something, that contest. Your game could have been played in Afghanistan. I wouldn't have cared. Sorry, boys. Minus
Sorry.
the points.
You're good.
L's in the chat. Read them off.
All right, let's hit them. Bare Bottom Clothing. Bare Bottom is on a mission to make the most comfortable, made-to-last menswear around while giving back to the communities where their clothing is made. Comfy season is here. Stock your closet with comfort without paying the
Hey,
insane
Mints.
markups.
Look at me.
You see it
Look
at
at
other
me. This
online
is
and big box
all
brands.
bad.
Oh, the
I'm
sweatshirt.
trying to help you.
Okay, I
Hey,
didn't
look.
know. I thought you
This
were
is all
Bad bottom, baby.
my pants, my shirt, my sweatshirt is all bare bottom.
You look very comfortable.
They are.
Bare bottom.
Let me tell you something about them. It's the most comfortable shirts, and these pants, they can make you look cool. I love them.
Hell yeah, Marty. I love that. You can feel good without wearing your bare bottoms because for each item you purchase, a nutritious school meal is donated to a child in need. Everything is built for value. You're getting the softest and stretchiest clothes in the game for a great deal while doing some good in the process. For a limited time, Bare Bottom is giving you an incredibly soft tech tee or natural dye tee for free when you spend $150. You can also get 10% off your first order by going to barebottomclothing.com/picks. That's barebottomclothing.com/picks. Bear, like the animal.
not to spoil some content, but it's probably already out now anyway. So the Chicago guys do a draft every week, the snake draft. Fantastic piece of Barstool content.
Really fun.
I can't believe I forgot Tampa played all.
It's okay. And every week, Ken Jack, who does their graphic, comes up to me and says, "Who do you think won?" And I tell him. This week, the number one pick just shocked me. So what I want to do is I'm not going to tell you guys what
You're
the pick
wrong.
was. I'm not going to tell you guys what the pick was.
What was the topic?
The topic is mall things. Things at a mall. What would be your number one pick of things at a mall?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not gonna say who it was, what it is.
You agree with the number one pick?
I think it's an East Coast thing
I think it's an East Coast thing, too.
because
it's not
it
a
is
South
like
thing.
it is unanimous to me.
It's not a South thing at all.
A mole thing?
Yeah, a mall thing.
To me, I mean, I just blogged. I got a blog coming out. I put it. To me, it's the double meat, double rice special. the Chinese food thing in the food court.
Okay.
I always get it's not Christmas season until I get that to refuel myself on a shopping trip.
Ours was called the Magic Walk, our little nondescript Chinese food restaurant in our
So
at the mall at Barnes Crossing.
I was thinking
Ours
about
is like Sakio Japan or something
I
like
realized
that.
that everyone has it, but then everyone has a different name. I think the best thing like because there's like a miscellaneous thing is getting the samples. That's just
I think the number one
they
thing.
stopped doing that.
The number
Well, I
one
think
mall
the
thing in
COVID
my life is not a thing really anymore in malls. They're not really as big as they were, but mall arcades. It's your mom going shopping, dropping you off the arcade with $10 in quarters.
That never, ever happened in my life. And I wish it did.
That never happened in you guys?
We didn't have it. Nope.
Why didn't you guys have that in New York?
We had no arcades in the mall.
We had them too. We had them just drop you off right at the door.
As a little kid,
crazy.
we would always go into like Sears first or Macy's first, and we would beg. Me and my brothers would be like, "Can we go to the real mall now?" And the real mall was like the store, like store. When you're in the department store, you're fucked.
But
you can see out there too. It's like a little glimmer of
every
hope,
time
like down
I
the road. Like,
every time I went to the mall, I had to get Annie Ann's every single time.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that you too?
I was more the Chinese food. But Annie Ann's is up there.
There's another one which I didn't know they were like standalone restaurants out, but when I used to go to my grandmother's house in Decatur, Alabama, I wanted to go to the mall because they had a Sparrow in the mall, and I thought it was the best pizza in the fucking world.
I was guilty. We have similar.
I thought Sparrow was the best pizza in the fucking world at the time.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah,
For
I
a
know,
while,
I know.
For a while, there were no Taco Bells on the island. The only one was at the mall.
Really?
Yeah, for a little while.
The island sounds like a hell of a place.
Yeah, like
No, they had a
mine's
ton
the
of Taco
island.
Bells.
Like
then
where
they got
I
rid of
lived
them.
was the island.
All right.
Yours not the island.
Staten Island's an island.
Long Island's fucking ginormous. Yours is 5 miles long.
14 by 9.
I think you understand what an island. Size doesn't matter as far as
Yeah, but
islands
you're
go.
called the island. Everyone would be like, "Oh, it's Long Island." not
We have
Staten
more
Island.
characters per capita than anyone in the country. Any island, though.
But
I
malls
don't
is a
doubt
good,
that.
Malls is a good topic because another thing is like
Who was the guest?
when it was Rhea. When it was like eighth grade, like you go try and find your like girlfriend there, or you trying to meet up with girls.
Yeah, we would spend Friday nights. We'd just we'd walk up the mall, down the mall, up the mall, down the mall.
So that was my next question. Is that your Friday nights as like younger? Mine was at the ice rink.
Ice skating.
At the rinks.
So we didn't have ice skating. We did the mall.
Yeah.
We did the mall. We also, which this was redneck and trash, but we would do Sonic parking lot. Just park in the Sonic parking lot, back in, sit on the tailgate. All night.
Hacky sack.
All night. Just sit in the Sonic parking lot.
Listen to
You and
Fishing
the
in the
boys
Dark.
eating tots.
And then one time my friend started dating a girl who was from a town over. One Saturday night we went to their Sonic and they were hanging out. It was like gang warfare.
Yep. That's like
that.
when you're going to high school and you meet the other middle schools and
Right.
shit. That's you go on the other Sonic crew.
They wouldn't let us park on their side of the Sonic. We were like, it's just Sonic warfare. Anyway, that was a nice little diversion. So other NFL stuff. Listen, when we talk about the NFC playoff race, right, for the home field advantage, tell me, just pick a team right now. Cowboys 6-1, Packers 7-1, Rams 7-1, Cards 7-1, and then I don't think the Bucs can be discounted at 6-2 because
Hell no.
with the Saints, taking the injury, they're going to play them again. No, have you played them twice already?
No, we're playing Sunday night in December.
Yeah,
mid-December.
okay. So they'll get their win back in Tampa. I think those are your 5 teams that will be number 1 seed in the NFC.
All really
Even
good.
to double down on that, have we had an conference playoffs this loaded in a while? If the NFC goes like this, you're talking about the Rams or Cardinals being a wild card team.
What's wild about the NFC is it's so top heavy that like there might be a losing team in the playoffs this year because I think there's only 6 teams over there with a winning record right now.
Yeah.
We have more breaking news.
Oh, more breaking news? What is it? Jameis Winston does in fact have a torn ACL. He is out for the season. There's also damage to the MCL.
Oof.
Yeah.
What a video, by the way. That was
Oh, it's
awesome.
fantastic. Yeah. Jameis is just good for a viral video a week.
I mean, he is more dangerous being hurt than on the field.
I feel just horrible for him, though. I mean, just like to have that happen against his former team. Last year, he took less money to build up and get that job. And, a lot of the stuff that was going on with the Saints this year, they don't have hardly any weapons around him in the passing game. I thought he was doing pretty good, all things considered. It's kind of just a shame. It sucks, man.
What's your face, Rico?
Not going to say it. He's hurt, but
Say it.
he wasn't the greatest guy in the world for a period of time. That's all.
Crab legs?
I think
Just saying.
worse than that, Marty.
Just
I think
saying.
That's what he's getting at.
I know.
Just saying.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. It sucks for you as a Saints fan, but, like,
He was kind of having a bounce back story.
It was.
though.
It was.
He was having a bounce.
He got his eyes fixed. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Lions might be bad.
I mean, you guys all. I mean, they're
What do you mean not?
the worst
we
team of all
we
time.
buried that argument. They're bad.
Lions might be bad.
Has anybody ever ripped off a team worse than Jared Goff making $34 million this year? He makes $34 million.
Speaking of life.
I don't think it's like Jared. Like it's also the Lions. He doesn't have a great. Who the fuck's he throwing to? You know, like
Yeah,
I know still, but like he's on the Lions. It's not like you can't. Any quarterback can go to the Lions right now. I mean, Matt Stafford didn't do anything with them. You know what I mean? Like
It is just weird though. Like they competed with the Ravens. They competed with the Rams. They competed with these teams, and then the Eagles. The Eagles.
I think-
just beat
I
the
know.
fuck out of them.
I think Big Cat said it. Like
Everybody
this
was
is-
on the Lions
This is
too
the
yesterday.
game that everyone thought the Lions were gonna do. They're gonna beat like some random like when they're plus like 18 somewhere.
Yeah.
Green Bay at home or something like that.
Something like that, where it's just like no one saw it coming, and it's just gonna happen like that.
Yeah, I don't know if we adequately talked about the Rams and the Texans. The Texans covering 16.5 when they were down 38-0.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we talked about both actually.
Yeah.
No, you just randomly went into malls.
Did I? No, that was we had to
can go
stop for an
both,
ad.
because you said that you think the Rams beats worse. Than
I
the
think that
Florida
beats
State.
worse. Yeah,
I actually weirdly agree.
because like they were dead done. And
What was weird in the
why did they score 22?
What was weird in
On
the
They
air.
go for two. Yeah.
the Florida State one? If you see it, there's a pass where they hit the guy,
Yeah,
and he's got like 10 yards in front
but
of him.
here's the I'm glad you brought that up.
At least a little bit. That was the weird one to me.
Well, that's an awful beat. And
I
it's
don't know if TJ's going to pull it up. I'll do a freeze frame.
Yeah, he
but
can't. That's an awful
It's
beat.
illegal?
It is an absolutely awful beat. But it's also a product of teams just not having any fucking clue what to do in that situation. And they have seen before a miracle happen when they throw it backwards, but they threw the ball down the field about 15 yards. The guy could have ran a little bit.
Right.
And instead, he just turned, and they had no rhyme or reason. They were just throwing it backwards just to do it. They had no plan whatsoever. That always could have ended in disaster. And whereas the Texans was just like it was
Like-
a slow death.
You saw the Florida State one coming.
Yeah.
saw it
It was
coming.
Ohio
Like,
State, Northwestern all over again.
Yeah, you saw it coming. You've seen it happen,
Yeah,
but like
it's happened
38-0, I checked that off easily.
Yeah,
like
that's a win.
But fucking, so we have a group chat, and it's Dave, Dan, me, Eddie, Rico, and Elio, and I said sorry because I had Clemson. Said sorry to everybody. What did Eddie say?
I think he said, "What happened?"
He goes, "What happened?" And he turned the game off with 4 seconds left.
Oh wow.
You can't turn the game off with 4 seconds
No,
left.
not with 4 seconds.
And Dave's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Well, I just want to apologize that we all had FSU. It wasn't right. Big Cat said, "Did you have Clemson?" Eddie goes, "Wait, what happened? There was 4 seconds left." I did, but I don't celebrate it. From Marty. Dave sends us video that's like it got shrunk on my video, so it's crazy. And then Marty goes, "Are you being real, Eddie?" I said, "Eddie, read the room for Christ's sakes."
And people were like coming after. People were tweeting at me because I was like, "Oh, Clemson was easy," but and like tagging Dave like, "Oh, you're." I don't give a fuck if I know Dave had it. I feel bad for him. I'm still gonna celebrate my fucking win.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
as
just
you should.
crazy. It's like,
Also, the easy thing is your shtick.
yeah, like it's easy. That was
Right.
an easy one.
Yeah,
Like that's the best thing to say. But like, yeah, you say sorry to Dave, Dan, you, whoever, and then I still won.
I wouldn't even say sorry. I
Yeah.
mean, like how many
It's
times?
gam-
How many
gambling,
times?
yeah.
No, you got to say sorry because that's like that one because Florida State was in the number they should have covered
tell
the
you
entire
what.
time.
What if the Pats don't win yesterday?
What if they don't win? I mean, they did win.
He loses Michigan after
Yeah.
a blown. He said he was going to leave.
He was saying it,
loses Fresno State. What if
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Florida State. What if the fucking Pats don't
he
win
was
yesterday?
saying that it's weird.
Scorched earth
It's
Monday.
weird that he usually has teams that he can just talk shit and then someone will back it up. And he had like the Patriots.
They're just a
haven't
scrappy
really-
fighter, yeah.
I mean, I think the Chargers are overrated. I really do because that's a game they have to. Like, they had a bye
a
last
bye,
week,
yeah.
and at
Yeah.
home like, and the Patriots I still can't. Their defense played really well, and I just don't know. I still don't think they're for real though.
All right, so college football. The big game was Michigan State, Michigan, and I think it went exactly the way it was always going to go. I think Michigan State are very even teams. A lot of people thought Michigan was a lot better. I have no idea where that came from. I don't know why Michigan was always ranked 2 spots ahead of them, but Michigan State ends up winning. The big story to me isn't who won the game. It's that Kenneth Walker put on a Heisman performance.
In the right spot.
In
too.
a season we haven't seen a Heisman performance. Like Bryce Young was leading, but he hasn't really done anything eye-popping. He's just been good. He's been really good. Matt Corral, like his Heisman candidacy is a little – he hasn't been as good as he was last year, or it's not his fault. The team around him has not been as good, but like his numbers aren't that great.
Yeah, they've run. No, Ole Miss has run. All the receivers are hurt. They've run out of gas.
Can he win it with 3 losses?
Well,
Two losses.
he's not going to win. He's going to lose to A&M, but he's not in Mississippi State. He's not going to win it because he's definitely losing to Mississippi State.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough game.
Okay,
There ain't That's gonna be. We're gonna have a wild egg.
I don't know if we were a better football team than you in September, but I think we're a better football team than you now.
That was the easiest bet this weekend, Mississippi State. But so I think with what Walker did is that he's the first player to step up in that big in a big game.
Right.
Like Young hasn't. He's been fine.
Right.
But there hasn't had that big game moment where it's like. I don't know. I think that he's definitely like
You're dead on. It almost seems like this has been a
haven't been that many big games.
4-mile race.
Right.
We're on a 100-yard sprint right now,
right.
And everyone's just kind of like, "Hey, do you want to go? You want?" Yeah. Everyone's just running, jogging across. No one sprinted ahead. Kenneth Walker just sprinted ahead.
But November,
now somebody could catch him.
November is a moment where everybody's going to have their chance to sprint. Like Caleb Williams. I know it's crazy, but Caleb Williams is about to have 3 big games. He's about to have Oklahoma State. He's about to have Baylor. Then he's about to have Iowa State, which they kind of sucked this weekend. But that's 3 big games for him. Then he's got a conference championship game. That's a month worth of games that he could make up. Bryce Young's going to have big games. He's going to have a shot at Georgia.
Henderson, Chris Olave all has big games.
Honestly, I really do think it's like Bryce Young just beats Georgia. He's going to win it. Like if they go undefeated and he shows up that game.
Yeah.
I still think
my question is this: can anybody beat Georgia? I think the answer is no.
Their defense is just
it's
crazy.
the best defense in the last 20 years, better than 2011 Alabama. They played 8 games, they've given up 53 points.
In modern era college football too, Brandon, it's just crazy with the way the games play now.
I'm just playing devil's advocate for a second. Have they played any like really good offense?
They haven't played any great offenses, but Florida was 26th in the country in offense coming in. Auburn's not a bad offense.
Definitely not.
Kentucky's not good. They haven't played any great offenses.
So a matchup that you'd want to see is Ohio State in them.
Yeah, I think you would.
Like that.
Well, Alabama's got a great offense.
Well, Alabama's that's going to be one of the best. But Ohio State has the best offense, pretty much.
Ohio State, yeah, I think the playoff would give them their best offenses they've faced.
Yeah.
Well, the SEC championship game is going to give them Alabama, perhaps, and then the playoff would give them probably Oklahoma's offense. They'll give them probably Ohio State's offense. So it would give them a chance to really see, are they that good, or is it a product of them playing just decent offenses? But again, Florida shouldn't have scored. Florida has a good offensive coach. They got a couple good offensive weapons. The one thing Mullen did that I thought was stupid was he had all year he could have been starting this guy. We said, when's he going to start him? When's he going to start Anthony Richardson? When's he going to start the freshman? And he waits until he faces one of the best defenses in history to start him.
Yeah.
That's really fucking
dumb.
dumb.
Mean to do to him.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Bama beats Georgia by 10.
They're both in.
Bama get the 1, or Ohio State gets the 1?
I think Bama gets the 1.
Yeah, Bama gets it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in that case, they don't really have a chance to stack good wins. They need Auburn to stay.
Bama beats Georgia regardless. Not even. I was trying to make more of a point.
Think about Alabama has that. Like Georgia doesn't have their best win is who, like if they don't beat Alabama, like Alabama's beating Georgia.
No, my point was more Bama.
Auburn's looking good.
Bama, Ohio State. Who are you giving the 1 to?
Yeah, I think in that
Bama, Ohio State.
Well,
Bama.
See, here's the thing.
Well, let me ask you this.
Depends on how Ohio State beats Michigan and Michigan State.
Georgia loses close. Do they stay at 2? Does it go Bama, Georgia,
I don't
Ohio
think,
State?
I think they would be 2 or 3. It wouldn't matter. I think they'd be 2 or 3.
It's kind of pointless.
They're going to make it where they can't play Bama.
They wouldn't drop them to 4. Yeah.
I also think Ohio State's going to beat the fuck out of both of them.
I do too. I think Penn State's going to beat Michigan. Penn State.
I think Michigan goes on a little bit of a downfall.
Did Saturday tell you more about Ohio State? They are not that great, or more about Penn State getting up off the mat? I think it said more about Penn State.
That's a big win for Ohio State, no matter what.
The Illinois game is going to be an aberration. Like it's an embarrassment, but
it's an embarrassment that Ohio State did rush the field. I think
that was weird.
Big Ev was doing his shtick, being like,
Halloween.
"Oh, you don't want kids to have fun." If you're a team like Ohio State that wins all the time, you pride yourself being that top 4 team every year. You don't get up against when you're minus 19.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has anybody ever rushed the field as a 19-point favorite before?
No,
I mean that's like I don't think I've ever heard of that.
That's crazy.
How many ads you got?
That was it.
Were we finished?
I think we're done.
Oh, fuck. They must not know Rico was on the show. College football. What else? Marty brought it up, but I was right about Kentucky. I was right about Kentucky. I was always going to beat them.
Is the Big Ten that good? It's more.
No, I don't know. Maybe. Like Wisconsin's just going to be after all this. Wisconsin's going to be in the championship game.
It feels like basketball last year. They all just beat up on each other. And
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case though, because Michigan State are only up there because they hadn't played anybody before Saturday. Now they've only played each other, so we still don't know if they're any good.
Yeah, but you got Iowa ranked. You know, like.
Yeah, but remember when we thought Iowa was good?
Yeah,
that's more of what I'm saying. It's like let it play out, and the Big Ten's just not that good.
Wisconsin's definitely making the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, for sure.
They 1,000%
I think the Big 12 has a couple of good teams.
Well,
I like Oklahoma. I like
Dave
Oklahoma State.
Dave Aranda's
and
been unreal.
Baylor's
Baylor.
fucking good.
Dave Aranda's doing
the quietest playoff contender in this country right now is Oklahoma State. They have a 3-point road loss at Iowa State that ended in kind of some officiating. They still get Oklahoma at home.
I didn't think you were going to put Oklahoma State in the discussion. I didn't want to get
If
crazy.
they beat Oklahoma at home and end up one loss, they're going to be right in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they win the Big 12 title.
What about Baylor?
Any Big 12 team that finishes with one loss is going to take Oklahoma's spot in the playoff. Right now, we're holding a spot for Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Well, if a one-loss Oklahoma State beats them, they take that spot.
What about Baylor?
Baylor too.
Okay.
Those teams jump out of undefeated Cincinnati, you think?
Because Baylor, I think so. Because Baylor's only loss is to Oklahoma State, right? Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Baylor's good. What happened to Texas? Remember when you had Texas winning the national title?
Texas stinks. They're bad.
It's crazy over there. It really is.
What about the TCU job?
Yeah, Patterson, 20 years
Somebody
for
wanna say
them
I'm
like
fucking
that.
right though.
What?
I've been saying, when are we going to get rid of Gary Patterson? And two guys in there all the time. No, they're not. They don't fire Gary Patterson. They don't fire. You said it too.
That's a pick 'em
I
thing.
said it.
I don't know.
You said it too.
I
They're
never
not gonna
said that.
I always thought
Find
they
the
did.
tapes.
you-
First Friday, get something off of Brandon's desk for free.
That's
Do
a
you
pick.
also think that
Can I pick it?
you think Franklin's going to be gone?
Yeah, Franklin's taking USC or LSU. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Franklin. I think he needs to. I think Franklin fits LSU or USC better than he fits Penn State.
Franklin
The Mel
hasn't won
Tucker LSU
Franklin
thing
hasn't won a
picking
Big
up.
Ten championship though, correct?
He hasn't, but
Okay.
again, I just don't think that school and that coach fit. Like, he's outlandish. He's this, and they're not. And I just think
Fair. It's just amazing to me that that's what a job like USC or LSU will settle for. Oh, we're gonna get a guy who won multiple Big Ten. No, wait, hold on. He didn't win any Big Ten.
I don't think he's gotten the right spot. Like, I think James Franklin at LSU would be a loaded gun. I think that thing would pop off. And
He's a crazy person.
Here's the interesting part about these hires. Whoever takes LSU is about to take a monster that might lose its monster-in-law soon. Like, Saban's only got 2 or 3 years left.
You think?
I mean, he's 70 years old. He's only got 2 or 3. He can't go 10 more years, like you said. Whoever takes the next LSU job could run the SEC for a while.
Saban might die on the sideline.
Whoever
I
takes
kinda think that
whoever
too.
takes the TCU job, whoever gets hired in the Big 12 right now there's wide open opportunity to be the number 1 team in the Big 12 because the monsters are leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to fill that spot as the dynasty in the Big 12. Why not TCU?
Yeah, Dave Aranda at Baylor looks like he's
Dave Aranda at Baylor. You know, is Gundy because I assume Oklahoma State's they're the best program left, but Gundy's kind of just been treading water for a while.
What's
until this year.
LSU saying about Napier?
I don't think he's not sexy enough.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely in the mix,
Got
but I think the Mel Tucker thing. I mean, he was already getting hyped as the top candidate after what they just did to Michigan, and he's got work for Kirby Smart, Saban,
Yeah,
NFL defensive coordinator. I don't know. I feel like he's number 1 candidate right
Picks. I won last month, but we have got a fresh new month.
now. Thank God.
I got it, and Mincy was down 41 units. So I will lead us off again. Just the best picture of me ever.
Stone Cold Brandon Walker.
Giants plus 10.5. I'm just gonna. I just don't think the Chiefs. They're just not a covering team, and I just like the Giants. In the NBA, I love the Hornets minus 5.5. I love the Blazers plus 5 at the Sixers and under 220.5 there. Love the Grizzlies at home against the Nuggets. The Grizzlies 3-3, the Nuggets 4-2. I like the Grizzlies in this spot. Those are my 5 picks. Marty Mush.
I got the Giants tonight. I'm adding Kadarius Toney as the first touchdown scorer. I don't know if the Celtics are bad or not because I keep betting them they don't cover and they're 2-4, and I'm just going with the Knicks minus 7.
Playing the Raptors, I believe.
Big T gets some air. When
How did he
walks.
get here?
Atlanta's a quick flight, but yeah,
He has Atlanta. I thought he was going to Houston though.
What a
Sweet looking
look at
graphic.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, sweet looking graphic. Good job, boys.
All right, Mincy.
I am going with the Giants plus 10.5 too. I just can't lay 10 with KC right now. I'm going Evan Ingram over 33.5 yards because all these guys are out for the Giants right now, receiver, including Galladay. I do think Marty Toney has a good game, and I got the Sixers minus 5. Only 3 plays. We're gonna be selective here.
Rico.
Giants. Plus the point.
Guys, I think
Everybody's on it.
I think we'll just ride into the breach. Well, let's ride together one
Let's
time.
do it.
I'm not bailing this time.
One fucking time. Let's go in together.
Hawks.
Yep.
Knicks over. Wow, that line dropped. I saw a higher earlier this morning.
That's not good.
I'm with you on the Hornets, Brandon. I like the Hornets, and I'll put together a parlay plus. I've been pretty good in the primetime games. Also, 4 out of 6 again yesterday in the fucking touchdown.
Yeah,
I hit the
not
3
good.
for
The only thing that matters is 6 out of 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, go do
Okay.
4 then.
All right.
4 out of
Don't
6.
you dare
is
ride
really
us.
far.
Don't you dare ride us when we put
I
it out.
never will.
Good.
Never will.
That's
Get
6.
that
6 is
stink
Four out
so
of
hard
six.
to hit.
Like
6
4
is
out
so
of
fucking
6
hard to
is
hit.
still
But we've
not
hit
good.
4 out of 6 like 3 out of 4
Yeah, but he's
weekends.
right. Why don't you do a
I did a
4-play?
I did a 3. I hit.
Do
Well,
it.
but it's called the pick 6. You
Yeah.
know I love names.
Okay, we'll do a
Called the
4-play.
pick 6. Do a 4-play?
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Did
All
you
right,
see
yeah.
Jerry's celebration yesterday?
He loves to hug.
I hit a 3 out of 3. 5 to
No,
1.
did you see the? Yeah, but did you see when he was like calling himself the goat
no,
and
I
everything?
didn't see that.
So he called himself the GOAT and was screaming like, I'm the best one here. Didn't hit a bet. he had it helped his parlay, but the parlay didn't hit. And he goes, I'm just happy for my friend.
Wait, so he didn't actually have a standalone bet on Fireman?
Nope.
Okay, so that was just okay.
Dan and Roan and PFT did, but Jerry didn't.
Wow. Did they take the bet from him?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's even
That's
better.
good. At least it's good karma.
That's
yeah, it's just
fantastic.
funnier that he was like, I'm the GOAT. he
Right.
didn't win
Didn't win
his
any money
bet.
off of it. Yeah. All right. So I guess Big Av. I don't know if he sent in picks, but I guess he'll be back tomorrow. I haven't heard from him. I know that he was moving November 1st though, so I assume he's moving. He just forgot to tell me. Giants plus 10.5, Knicks -7, Pacers -3, Celtics -1. Yeah. So we're going fully all in on the Giants.
G-Man.
That's
Love
what we're
boys.
doing.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh,
Smitty's always got some
Smitty's an
wacky
asshole.
shit.
he's
Oh,
a fucking
Chiefs.
asshole.
Chiefs win both halves.
Ruined it.
He finds weird shit.
He does.
Oh, don't act like you're not a fine weird shit guy.
Not like that.
I want to say you've done the both halves thing before.
Find it. I'll give you something off of my desk.
When did you get a desk? That's Gaz's desk.
Absolutely. Skill free zone.
The number to an Instagram model. All right, thank you very much. We'll be right back. No, we won't be right back. The Yak is up next. I'm sick.